everyone. So as part of our Advent project, I thought I would talk to you guys a little bit about my Jesse tree. So the Jesse tree is the family tree of Jesus. There are examples of beautiful Jesse trees featured in stained glass windows and medieval psalters. They all depict the ancestors of Jesus all the way back to Jesse, who was the father of King David. And the family tree is named for Jesse because one of the prophecies in Isaiah that foretells the birth of the Messiah names him as the ancestor. So Isaiah 11, there shall come forth a shoot from the stump of Jesse, and a branch from his roots shall bear fruit. So modern Jesse trees are a little bit different. They go back further than Jesse, back through the Old Testament, right to the story of creation. And they're sort of cross between an Advent calendar and a family tree. So every day you add an ornament to the tree. And each ornament is related to a Bible passage, a story, or a character. So we have a couple here. So we have, this is a jar of oil, and it refers to David being anointed as the future king of Israel. We have the Technicolor Dreamcoat for the story of Joseph. And we have a sky full of stars, which links to the passage about God's covenant with Abraham. So the idea is that you take some time every day of Advent to hang the ornament on the tree and reflect on the passage. And like a 9 lessons and carol service, a Jesse tree takes us through the whole story from creation right through to the Nativity. It puts Christmas into context. So the birth of Jesus of Nazareth arrived after a long, long history with periods of exile and oppression and of fear. And most of the stories that we put on the tree were recorded in times when the Israelites were experiencing deep struggle. And these stories served as a way to help keep hope alive through remembering the goodness of God by reminding themselves that God had kept a promise to Abraham, that God had delivered them from slavery, from oppressive rulers. They were reminded that God would do so again with the birth of the Messiah. And for us through Advent, we can remember these stories and remember the times when God showed up in darkness too. And the Jesse tree is a good way to do that. It's a really lovely wee tradition. It works brilliantly with children and it's very easy to do. You don't have to have a tree or ornaments to do this. The Diocese of Bath and Wells has an online Jesse tree that you can follow on their website. So I hope that's been interesting for you. I'm looking forward to seeing you all soon and happy Christmas.